Hello. What we have here is a very nice 1920s plus mailing bowl in the Azalea pattern, and I'll just take you around that. So if we tip the bowl up, we can see the azaleas. We have two handles formed from gold gilding. As we turn the piece to the side, we have gold gilding around the edges, which is nicely intact. There's a very slight irregularity there. It's always useful when looking at these kinds of pieces to actually use your sense of touch to get a better sense of them, particularly when they're in quite a dark pattern. So if we just rub a finger around here, what we start to detect are pinheads that are original to the piece. I'm not sure you'll be able to see them, but that's why they're kind of quite often easier to feel. But those are simply original to the piece. The piece itself doesn't have any scratches that I can observe, and I'm just tipping it into the light because that makes it a lot easier to see whether there are scratches. There's some very minor marks just there, but presumably from the storage of things like pins and other items, which is quite common with these kinds of pieces. If we turn the piece over, the first thing we're struck by is the light green colouring, which is very pleasant. Just moving this round because I've just spotted, and it's frequently easier on the outside than the inside, although that can be useful when it's white. There's a very slight crack there. I'm going to tip that over. It doesn't continue to the outside of the piece, and I didn't originally spot that. I'm just going to take a careful look around. Nope, not seeing anything else that affects the condition on the rim. Turning now to the mark, we see the mailing Newcastle on Tyne, made in England mark with 6439R, which the Mailing Collector Society tells me is for the Azalea pattern. We have the impressed numbers 838. We also have made in England as an impress mark. I'll just try and tip the piece slightly to see if that shows it up. It's very difficult to see, and that's about it. In terms of dating the piece, we can bring down Godden's Encyclopedia of Marks, which is by far the best readily available source, and I might be able to move those into position so that you can see that the mark or back stamp matches for 1924, and if you take a closer look here, you'll see that the stamp changed from 1949 onwards. I'm not sure if that's a little bit blurry in the image. So that's why this is given a 1924 plus description. Okay, thanks very much for viewing. If you like these kinds of videos as condition descriptions, please give me a thumbs up, and that will encourage me to do some more. Thank you for viewing.